Hello and welcome to Quick Learn Photography, straight to the point videos that teach you everything that I've learned in over the last 10 years of professional photography. My name's James and this is going to be a series of videos about editing, and I use Lightroom most of the time. A little bit of Photoshop as well, but mostly Lightroom. The principles apply to a lot of editing software. A lot of them have similar controls, but we're going to focus on Lightroom because that's what I use. So if you're learning photography, you've learned how to use the camera and basics and everything, the next step is editing. And there's lots of little tools on Lightroom that can really help you out as well and take a little bit of getting used to. So what we'll do is we'll jump straight into Lightroom and I'll record the screen. And in this one, we're going to talk about the remove tool. So this is how to remove things in Lightroom. So what we're going to do is select an image. I'll talk you through the beginning of how to load stuff so you get an idea. You might recognize this picture because it's usually in the background when I'm talking to the camera. So what you do is select your image, open with, we're going to choose what we want, Lightroom Classic. Just in case you don't know how to open an image into Lightroom, and in it goes with all the others, and we've selected that. Now you can select all of them or just select the one you want. So we're going to use this one. So again, if you don't know the basics of Lightroom, watch that video that I've added on the bottom, how to get started, how to load in and everything. But this one is about the removal tool, so let's import that, and in it goes to Lightroom. So if we press D or go to the develop module, here we are. So this is the main develop module now. Now this is already edited, so we're not going to bother with all of that. Again, watch that previous video on how to do a basic edit, but this is already edited. So what we're going to do is talk about the remove tool, which is here. So see these things up here? It's all these weird and wonderful things. It's this one here. It looks like an eraser or like a rubber. So the remove tool. So click on that. Okay. Now what we're going to do is remove bits and bobs. Say there's something you really don't want in the image. So let's say this window here. Okay. Now you can see the brush size there. Now I'm making it bigger and smaller. Now you can do it with the slider panel here. And the feather, that's the edge. So how soft you want to make the edge and how hard you want to make the edge. Okay, so the soft one, I sort of have it about medium to start with, but it just depends how smooth you want the edges. Okay, now a quick way to make this brush tool bigger and smaller is the shortcuts on the keyboard. So here, where are they? Here, this one here. So decrease brush size, you've got the bracket tools there, and the same with here to get the feather. So that's what I do. I hit these to make it bigger, and these are all the little controls for the removal tool. Okay, so we've got three different options here. We've got this one, and we got the heal and the clone. Okay. Now I don't use this very much, and it's recently changed to generative AI. So what it will do is sort of kind of guess what it thinks you want to remove. So we're going to ignore that to start with. We're just going to use these two. So this is the heal, and again let's decrease the brush size. Okay, so I'm using the key on the keyboard. Now if you want to zoom into the image a bit more, you can control it up here like this. So let's zoom in to, where should we pick? Let's go to this window up here. Let's say this hatch we don't want. So it's better to zoom in sometimes so you can get more detail. So if you zoom in even more, and you can increase the zoom side. If you press the space bar, a hand comes up and you can drag the image around, all right? So we're going to get rid of this, all right? So there's the size of the brush tool. That'll do. And then you click and hold and you brush on it. Okay. Now this is the heal tool, the middle one. So what it's going to do is sort of guess the texture and the background and replace it. So it's done a pretty good job there. Okay. Now you can't see the bottom, so what we're going to do is zoom out a bit more. Let's zoom. There you go. So if you're not happy with what it's done, you can click and hold this and move it around. So let's zoom in a bit more. So you can click and hold and move it until you kind of find something that resonates a bit more. Now you may have noticed that the little bit in the middle there, this is my fault here, isn't moving. That's because when I was brushing around, let's say this thing here, I obviously went around in a circle but left a little bit in the middle like that. See that? That's what I've kind of done there. You need to brush over everything. So that's the problem there. So what we're going to do is reset it. So let's reset it all. Now we're still on the heal tool, so I'm going to do this properly this time. We've zoomed in a bit, going to brush over, and I'm going to give the middle a good going over as well, so make sure that everything's covered. Now it's going to kind of guess, and it got that not too good. So we can move it around until we're happy. Now do you remember this is zoomed in, so when you zoom out, no one's really going to notice, but you can add another window if you like that. So that kind of works quite well actually. Nobody would know any different apart from the owner probably. Now again with the feather tool, you can, so let's go to the brush tool, and you can feather the edges and everything just to make it a smoother transition. So it's getting quite hard there at the edges, and then the more you feather, it softens it in. So that's the heal tool. Now the clone tool, let's reset that. The clone tool is sort of pretty much the same as far as I'm concerned, but it's just a bit more specific and you get to choose. So it doesn't kind of guess for you. So brush over this again. Now it's guessed what it thinks you want, but it's a little bit more precise. You know, you can move this around and really pick what you want. So if you want some trees in there instead. So it's a little bit more precise, I think, the clone tool, where you've got more control rather than it guessing what you wanted. So let's go for the window. Let's go for some bricks down here, see what happens. There you go. Now on close inspection, you can tell that the bricks aren't in line, but if we zoom out again, no one's going to really notice there, really, a little bit. Oh, by the way, Q on the keyboard is the shortcut to the brush tool. Okay, so if you press Q, which I'm doing now, that goes to the brush tool. So you've got heal and you've got clone, and the size obviously as well. Now you've got visualize spots, which can be handy. So if there's bits in the sky, now I think these are stars actually, but if they were like little flecks that you wanted to get rid of, then you can sort of highlight them and clone them more. So that's a handy thing to have as well. I think there are actually spots on the lens, so, or are they stars? Okie dokie. So I hope that helps. So let's reset it and we'll see the hatch appear. There you go. So that's the basic setup with the remove tool on Lightroom. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, so I hope that helped. Get practicing with that if you've got Lightroom, and yeah, it really helped with your editing skills. Now, if you need any coaching at all with anything, whether it's editing, photography, or advice on photography, then get in touch with the link below, because I offer one-to-one coaching. We can have a discovery call and let me know what needs you have, and if it's something I think I can help with, it'll be great to work alongside you, and we can do that on Zoom over any time that you want. So get in touch with below. So get practice with editing, and I hope this video helped.